Hi, this is Fred from WPShout, and today I'm going to show you how to view any image size for any image on a WordPress site. So what I mean is we're going to start with this, and I'm going to teach you how to get to this, the largest version of the underlying image behind any image. So as you see, by default you can't view any, this image has been resized because it's the featured image for this article. And by default, you can only view this size of that image. But there is a larger underlying image that exists on the WordPress site. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to view. So the first step is to open the image in a new tab, which gets the image just by itself in a new tab with its own URL. But as you can see, this is still the reduced size of this image. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the bit of the URL that corresponds to this image size. So this is standard in WordPress. It's a dash and then like a 3 or 4 digit number, then an X, and then a 3 or 4 digit number right before the file extension. So when you've opened in a new tab, you can always get rid of these resizing little bits of the URL, and that will give you a larger version of the image. That will generally give you the full version of the image. But in this case, I also edited this image in WordPress's image editor, which it has, and that led to the creation of this bit of the URL, the dash and an E and a whole bunch of like numbers. And so I'm just going to delete those as well. And then we get to the largest version, the underlying image, which is the URL that I actually uploaded in the first place, stock_photo.jpg. So that's how you do it on most WordPress sites. You basically you open in a new tab, and you start by trimming off the bit that corresponds to that WordPress image size for that image, which could be something by 300 or 760 by 290 or whatever. You just delete the dash and then the dimensions. That gets you the large version. And then for those images that have been edited using WordPress's image editor, you just delete that as well. And that gets you all the way to the full-size version of the image. Now, just as a bonus, I want to show you that you can do the same thing even on sites that use what's called a content delivery network, or CDN. And WPShout is an example. We just started using a CDN. And so, again, by default, I can't view any size of this image but the featured image size. So I'm just going to open the image in a new tab. And we get this, right? And this time it's a little different because we're using a CDN. It's the underlying link to the image plus a little query string that says what the resized version, what the dimensions of the resized version are. So we're just going to delete this query string altogether. And that gets us to the full-size version of the underlying image. So this is really good if you see like a good-looking image on WordPress, but it's too small, you want to view the full-size version of it. And as a third demo, I just wanted to show you something really, I think, beautiful from 2 days ago on time.com, which is one of the largest WordPress installs in the world. It's like this photo gallery of a bunch of paintings. And they're using a CDN, so it's the same process. You just open it in a new tab, and this is the size you get by default. But we're just going to delete anything that's not the main image URL itself. So this whole query string, we just get rid of that. And yeah, this is the full size of that image. So yeah, I hope this helps you out. Thanks for watching. Bye.